Hi, my name's Nicholas Asher, and together with Julie Hunter, we're going to tell you about when learning becomes impossible. This relies on the importance of testimony. Why? Well, we often lack access nowadays to firsthand information, and even if we have it, we may not be able to understand that information because it's too complicated. So we have to rely on testimony of others to explain this information, this data, and to help us update our beliefs. Now, for a learner, F hat in a body of testimony T, F hat's interpretation of T's trustworthiness will determine how F updates her beliefs. But how she updates her beliefs will also determine how trustworthy she finds T. This is one part of our puzzle. The other part is really to say that bodies of testimony evolve over time. This is true of most bodies of testimony that nowadays people look at, like social media sites or news websites and so on. And a learner can only consider restricted numbers of such bodies of evidence. Probably goes typically to one. Iterated updates reinforce belief in any such T towards which F hat is even slightly positive. And the result is interpretive blindness, in which F hat is precluded from learning when she tries to exploit new data that are incompatible with or distinct from the evidence that she's trained on. So we start with a folk theorem. Suppose our learner updates with a body of evidence and she has a evaluation hypothesis, H1, that increasingly positively evaluates T. She slightly favors over hypotheses that negatively evaluate T. Then, in the limit, this evaluation hypothesis becomes the entire bearer of probability for T, and it also amasses all the probability mass for the evaluative hypotheses that our learner has. This might just seem like an oddity, but when we put it together with property of today's bodies of testimony, we get trouble. Let's call a Facebook-like algorithm G for our learner F hat, one that exploits a hypothesis that positively evaluates the stages that the algorithm chooses. Such hypotheses also typically discount information outside of the information, the body of testimony they're constituting. See the paper. Then we can show, as we do in the paper, that our Bayesian learner, faced with such a Facebook algorithm, will be incapable of learning any information that's inconsistent with or independent of the body of evidence on which she's trained on. Maybe higher order Bayesianism can come to the rescue. What is higher order Bayesianism? Well, it provides learnable constraints, higher order beliefs that promote good first order learning. The trouble is many bodies of evidence are what we call argumentatively complete. That is, they can provide arguments that undercut even higher order constraints that go against the content of the body of evidence too. Thus, argumentatively complete bodies of evidence and testimony thwart higher order Bayesianism and contribute to, induce IB. Our conclusion is that IB is a consequence of good inductive learning practices and rational resource management when confronted by contemporary bodies of testimony. As such, it's not obviously the result of bad epistemology, in contrast to treatments of other epistemic biases in the literature. In addition, we show in the paper that via game theoretic argument that IB cannot easily be dislodged by epistemic reasoning. It's impervious to epistemic reasoning. For more details, please listen to our talk and read our paper. Thank you very much.